I got into Hearthstone through my friends. I was playing League of Legends at the time, quite competitively, and through them, kind of, when they quit, they started playing Hearthstone, and that's how I started as well. So, I guess peer pressure. My first live tournament was quite exciting. It's a very new experience. Everything, people watching you play and everything around it with players you might not have met before, but you know them from online and stuff. It's very new. It's very fun as well. It was a great experience. The first time I left home to play Hearthstone was, I guess, when I moved out of my parents' house to live in London. At first it wasn't just to play Hearthstone, but kind of ended up that way. So that's where I live now, and that's where I play. I see Hearthstone lasting for a long time in the future. It's the one game that is very easy to play. It's for the player, so to say. It's more based on the more popular views of everyone, and not just the professional players. So I see it being very proficient many years to come. Our team got together through our old manager. He basically scouted us one by one and built a team from nothing, basically. And that was 8 months ago. I joined the team, and Daniel, D2, he was already there, and Faramir joined 2 months after me. So we've been playing for a long time. I think everyone gets tired at some point. Hearthstone it's kind of a big grind. You play a lot of hours with basically doing the same thing the whole time. So, I mean, there are new things to do, and when you play 10 hours, 8 hours a day, normally I don't get tired, but there are definitely some days that are worse than the rest. I don't get nervous during matches, sometimes before, like a day before maybe, but when I'm playing, I'm kind of in the zone. I know I've practiced, I know I've done what I can, and just trying to focus as best as I can. When I get nervous beforehand, you kind of just feel it in your stomach, and like you're kind of thinking about the event and thinking about like the pressure you have on yourself mostly to do well. And in Hearthstone, normally it's 16-32 people playing an event, and it's quite a long road to get to where you want. You want to get to the final, you want to win. So there's a lot of pressure I put on myself mostly, and that kind of comes first as nerves, I guess. I prepare a little differently depending on what competition it is. Mostly it's with my teammates, Faramir and D2. We basically sit a couple hours a day, a week beforehand, and in Hearthstone you prepare decks, you prepare strategies, and we basically just sit through and talk about what we think is the best, and kind of discuss, and in the end we come up with something we agree on. Physical preparedness, I mean, it's always going to be important. Hearthstone is a lot about focus. It's a lot about being 100% mentally prepared. If you're tired, if you're not focused, you're gonna make mistakes, and that will cost you the championship or the game. I've personally experienced it, and it's not a good feeling afterwards either. So it's very important to know that you're 100%, you're there, and you're focused. Every time you get deep into a tournament, there's always that feeling in your stomach when you know you're playing for the big prize, you're playing for the big money, you're playing for the championship. I mean, that's the feeling you want to get every time, and I think that's the best thing about eSports. I mean, it's probably there in every type of competition, but even though you're sitting there at home by your computer, you have that feeling in your stomach when you're playing an hour, 2 hour long game. it's an amazing feeling, and that's what I aim for every time. My cooperation with Trig is just beginning. It's been very good so far. Everything's gone very smooth, and we're all very happy to be a part of Trig, and we're very excited about what's going to happen in the future. Trig's commitment is definitely, it's well thought out, I think. It's one that hasn't been seen before, and it's very exciting that someone is willing to invest as much as they're willing to do. And it's going to be very exciting to see what's going to come out of it, and to see what Trig can do for esports in the future.